going to be looking at today are perimeter of composite shapes. And the first thing you need to know is that that a composite shape is made up of more than one shape. And I've included in here some of the more complex questions that you get on perimeter which involve our circles. So let's have a look at this just through some examples. Find the perimeter of these figures correct to 2 decimal places. So if we have a look at this, remember perimeter is the outside of the shape. And what we have here is we have half a circle. So we're going to find the circumference of half a circle first. Now we've got a diameter here, so we're going to be using the formula circumference equals pi times diameter. So I'm going to do pi times 6, and I'm going to divide my whole answer by 2 because I'm only interested in half of a circle. And that's what that part here is. So if I do pi times 6 divided by 2 on our calculator, I think I get something like 9.42 centimetres to 2 decimal places. And now what I need to find is I need to find the perimeter, because that's what I've been asked to do. Remember, the perimeter is the outside of the shape. So it is this curved part here, which we know is 9.42 because I've worked that one out. Plus I need to add on 6. And if I work that one out, I get the answer of 15.42, and don't forget your units, centimetres. And that's how easy it is. So let's have a look at another one. Here we have what looks like a racetrack situation, and we can see that we've got all these dashes, meaning that all of these sides are 30 metres, and that is a diameter. Now the thing is, when we've got curved parts, we should try and find them first. I've got half a circle here and half a circle here, so all up I have a whole circle. So circumference equals pi times diameter, which is going to be pi times 30, which is going to give me an answer of 94.25 metres to 2 decimal places. Now we're asked to find the perimeter, and this is where it sometimes goes wrong. What you want is only the outside. So a lot of you like to try and find this side here, but that is not part of the perimeter, and you will get it wrong in any test. So to find the perimeter, it's my purple part, which is my circle, which I got from above, which is 94.25. And then I need to add on just 2 other sides, which happen to both be 30. So I'm going to add on a 30 and another 30. And what I end up with is 154.25 metres. So just be aware, if you get this in a test, just draw on there so you know exactly what's going on. And please, whatever you do, do not go through the inside of a circle, because perimeter is the outside. So let's have a look at part C, and let's have a look at how much of a circle I have. Well, if I look here carefully, I only have a quarter of a circle. And I have here a diameter, because my circle would have originally gone all the way out around here. So I'm going to be looking at circumference equals 2 pi r formula. And I'm going to do 2 times pi times 6. And I'm going to divide my answer by 4, because I only have a quarter of a circle. And if I do that, I get, I think, 9.42477, something along those lines, which is around 9.42 centimetres, approximately, to my 2 decimal places. Now what I'm really interested in is my perimeter. So perimeter equals, now remembering this answer is just my curved part, so that's 9.42, and I'm going to add on my other 2 sides, which are my radius, which is 6 plus 6, my radii. And if I work that one out, I think I get 21.42 centimetres. And that's it. That's how easy this all is. Now here I've got another shape. Similar to the question above, we're finding the curved part first. And what I have here is a quarter of a circle. So circumference equals 2 pi r. And I'm going to divide it by 4 because I've only got a quarter of a circle. So 2 pi, my radius is 12, because all these sides are 12, and this is a quarter of a circle. So my radius is 12, divide it by 4, and what I end up with is 18.84 9, some other numbers, so that's approximately 18.85 meters. And what we have to do now is we actually have to find the circumference, or sorry, the perimeter. So the perimeter of this is my curved part, which was 18.85, plus I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 12. So I'm just going to write that as 4 lots of 12, or you could have written plus 12 4 times, and you get an answer of 66.85 meters. Having a look at my next one, some more types of composite shapes, and this time almost like 2 rectangles placed together, and we need to find these sides. So I need to find x, so this side here. I need to be aware that 9 plus x must be equal to 15. So to find x, I'm just doing 15 take away 9, so I get the value of x being 6. Now if I'm trying to find y, this is y here, it must be the same as this 5 here and this 3 here. And so 5 plus 3, we should all know, is 8. Now I've found my x and y, so now I can easily find my perimeter. So the perimeter is we add up all the sides. So if I start with 15, I'm going to add the 15, the 3, the x, which is 6, the 5, the 9, and the y, which is 8. And we can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, so we know we've done it correctly. And we can place that all in our calculator, and you're going to get 46. And there are no units given, so we'll just call that 46 in units. Having a look at this last question, well, I've got a square, and I've got a rectangle, and I've got an x here, so if this is 5, this must be 5, and this is looking very much like I must use Pythagoras' theorem. Pythagoras' theorem says the hypotenuse squared equals the sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. And if I work this one out, I get 25 and 36, which is 61. That's what x squared equals. So x must equal the square root of 61. Now I'm not going to work that out now, because otherwise I'm going to lose some decimal places, so I'd rather just save it to the end. So now what I'm looking at is I'm trying to find the perimeter. So the perimeter is the length this side x, which is the square root of 61, plus this side 6 here, plus 5, 5 and 5. So plus 5 3 times, or 5 times 3. And be aware that we are not using this side because it is not on the outside. The perimeter is simply the outside. Now we can place everything in our calculator, and we get 28.8102, something along those lines, which is 28.81 centimetres to 2 decimal places. Well, I hope that's made perimeter of composite shapes quite clear to you. Good luck with the work from the textbook.